Get ready for a thrilling ride as we dive into the winners and losers of MotoGP's Hungarian Grand Prix. This race had it all. New challenges, unexpected twists, and a whole lot of drama. Even the mighty Marc Marquez, who ultimately took home the win, had a Grand Prix that didn't go exactly as planned. But hey, that's the beauty of MotoGP, right? It's a sport that keeps us on the edge of our seats. Let's start with the good news. Honda's factory team, the HRC crew, finally had a weekend where almost everything fell into place. The Balaton Park track, with its twists and turns, seemed like a perfect fit for the RC213V, and the team made the most of it. Luca Marini, in particular, showed impressive pace from the get-go, finishing FP1 in fourth. Both he and Joan made it directly into Q2, and their grid positions were respectable, if not remarkable. But it was their smart move at the first corner of the sprint that paid off, with Marini finishing fourth and Mir sixth. A remarkable improvement for both riders. However, not all teams had a smooth ride. LCR Honda faced some challenges, with the second seat appearing to be under a curse. Alex Espargaro, who is set to replace the injured Samkiat Chantra, had to withdraw due to yet another cycling accident. This left LCR with a one-rider team for the third time in 4 races. Johann Zarco, who led the Honda fleet earlier in the year, struggled in Hungary. Reporting that he had lost his flow on the bike, he missed Q2 for the first time since Italy and even experienced the high-speed crash during the Grand Prix. By the end of the weekend, Zarco had the dubious honor of being the first MotoGP rider to reach 20 falls for the season. Ouch! Now, let's talk about VR46 Ducati. This team often finds itself on our list, but this time it's for all the right reasons. The yellow Ducatis had a competitive weekend, especially with the return to a tight and twisty track. Giannantonio and Franco Morbidelli showed great pace, with the latter collecting medals in the sprint. Unfortunately, some bad luck struck as a mechanical issue forced Giannantonio to start the Grand Prix from the pit lane, resulting in a low score. But it was great to see Morbidelli stay out of trouble at the beginning of both races. Moving on to the younger Marquez, Alex, who had received praise for his speed and consistency earlier in the season, had a rough weekend in Hungary. His recent distracted run continued, and he faced a 3-place grid penalty for impeding other riders during the Friday afternoon session. Alex seemed to lack the appetite for battling through the pack, and a fall early in the Grand Prix contributed to a disappointing 14th place finish. Not the performance we've come to expect from him. And now, a true winner, Jorge Martin. While he was a tad quicker than Marco Bezzecchi on Friday, both riders missed automatic Q2 qualification. But Martin had a plan, and on Sunday, he executed it perfectly. After a steady ride in the sprint, he dominated the Hungarian Grand Prix, overtaking multiple riders and finishing a remarkable fourth. His fastest race lap was incredibly close to Bezzecchi's, and Martin declared, "I'm back," after the race. A well-deserved victory. Finally, let's address the loser, Francesco Bagnaia. Just when we thought he had hit rock bottom, he surprised us with an even lower low. Bagnaia struggled throughout the weekend, trying out various escape roads on the circuit. He never seemed like a realistic threat to make it to Q2, and his slow pace told a story of its own. So, there you have it, a weekend full of ups and downs, with some teams and riders shining while others faced challenges. MotoGP never fails to deliver, and we can't wait to see what the next race brings. Remember, in this sport, anything can happen, and that's why we love it. Feel free to share your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Do you agree with our winners and losers? Are there any other standout performances or moments you'd like to highlight? Let's keep the discussion going.